No, we just wasn't ready. Um, I told our guys I thought overall it was probably our worst defensive effort in 3-4 years as far as overall effort. And it's on the starters. It's not on the second unit. I thought our second unit actually got us back in the first half and in the second half, and all they did was came in and played hard and played aggressive. And I also told our starters that, when we're down men like we are with Perk and Delonte and Kevin out, our second unit needs your help. They need you to play well to give them a cushion. It shouldn't be the other way around. And so it was just a really disappointing game for us. A home game without one of their best scorers. I don't know if he's their best player, but he's the best scorer. We've lost to Oklahoma City at home without two of their best players. So, you look at some of our other losses record-wise, it's mental. That's a mental mindset, and, it starts with me. I got to somehow figure out a way of getting them to see the urgency of the whole season and not the single game. And to me, you could see they're thinking about the individual game and not the ramifications of the entire season. And playing Game 7 on the road. And hell, not only just in the finals if you make it there, but in the playoffs in the East, which is going to be difficult. This year is not like last year where you can coast and you don't have home court this year. You could go home.
Is that why, Doc, you wanted Baby to maybe fight through it? I mean, he was getting big-time minutes, and it seemed a little tired.
He's getting too many minutes, quite honestly. 38 minutes is too many for Baby. We don't have a lot of options right now. Luke's playing okay, but we may have to go small. But that's too many minutes, and that's on me. Baby shouldn't play more, in the 30 range, because I think the fatigue is bothering him.
When you talk about going small, Doc, are you talking maybe 4 minutes for Marquise, perhaps?
Yeah, Marquise or Nate, depending on the matchups and how we're playing.
What was the explanation you got for the backcourt? It was in the 8th second.
I didn't even pay attention, honestly. I heard him, and it was probably the way I sounded before the game about playing hard. It sounded like blah, blah, blah. So honest to God, I know Scott Foster said something. I was already thinking about the next play.
In the fourth quarter, when it shakes down the way it does, do you shake it down to those wild shots?
No, it's our fault. Every shot they made that looked wild. It's funny, at halftime, I told our guys, I said, we're giving them confidence. An offensive team, you're giving confidence. If you go into the fourth quarter and you've given them confidence, they're going to make shots. We said it at halftime. They're going to make shots. That's what they do, especially now when they see themselves with a chance to win. Yeah, they made some crazy shots. But it was due to our inability to play defense for 3 quarters. You give a good offensive player confidence, he'll make crazy shots on you. We see it all the time on our end.
Is it a cop-out to say that, Kevin's your defensive heart and soul?
No, it had nothing to do with this game had nothing to do with Kevin Garnett. Kevin Garnett didn't play, and it had nothing to do with him.
Doc, you talked about home court. Are you starting to talk to them about?
We talk about it all the time, but it's easy to say what you want to do and then follow through on the whole season. That's the tough part in the season. If you ask every player in the NBA on training camp what was his goals, I want to win a championship. I mean, that's what they're all going to say. Even the team that may be the worst record in the league, but realistically, it takes a whole season to get there. And listen, it's not just about that. We just have to play better. I don't like where we're at right now because I just think we're in this cruise control and we think we're going to show up and win. When you're shorthanded, that's not going to happen. Maybe if you had all your guys, you may be able to get away with it. When you're shorthanded, that's not going to happen.
Is it easy to fall into that cruise control mentality this time of year? Do you see that
No,
happen on other teams? Has it happened here before in this time of year?
Well, I'm looking at some teams that are winning a lot right now, so I'm going to say no.
Doc, how worried are you that they're not going to get it?
Well, if they don't get it, then they don't get it. That means they don't want it. So I'm not that concerned by that. I'm just concerned by our mental toughness in individual games. The big picture, they have their eye on that, and they're not going to change from that. But to get to the big picture, sometimes I don't think they understand the whole process at times, and I don't think we get that right now.
Houston